And one way Satan sidetracks God's people, it can happen to me, it can happen to you, it can happen to churches, is when we begin to give primary energy to secondary issues. They may be good issues, and most of the time, maybe all of the time, are good issues. And it's not an issue with which you ought not to be concerned. When the devil tempts us, he doesn't tempt us as Christians to do something bad, usually. He tempts us to do something good in place of the best. And that's happening in the American church. And the inevitable consequence of that fallacy of giving primary energy, what do you give your primary energy to? We need to ask ourselves that, because whatever we give our primary energy to is what we worship. Primary energy to secondary issues. And the temptation, the temptation that goes along with that is to think that we can solve spiritual problems with political decisions. And so some people give a lot more of their energy to political causes than Christian causes. And my friend, it doesn't make any difference how much emphasis you put upon the fruit on the tree. If the roots die, the fruit's gone. We had some plants in front of our house, been there for a long time, and they were, well, we'd watered them, cared for them, but those things just started dying. We had a guy come out and look at them, and he said, well, I just think they're just gotten old, and they're just dying. All the leaves had fallen off, old bare things sticking out. Well, until we had the time to replace those plants, you know what Martha did in her ingenious way? She got some green spray paint. That's right. She just sprayed those things with that green spray paint. And from the street, man, it looked like that we had a nursery up there. You know, it just looked beautiful. You get up real close, and it's dead. Listen, my friend, the people of God don't need to be going around spraying green political spray paint on issues that have to do with roots and new birth and the change of the human heart. So listen, if every social problem that you and I are concerned about, and I could spend an entire sermon just listing them, and you already know what they are, and you've heard them so many times, you're tired of hearing them, take all of them and solve every one of them. The world is still lost and will spend eternity without God unless they know Jesus Christ. We give primary emphasis to secondary issues, and we may solve some of those issues, and people are still going to be lost and without God forever unless they are, as Jesus said, born again. Our primary message, not our exclusive message, but our primary message is the grace of God. A quick sidelight on that. What the devil will do to churches is to get them, to tempt them, to put more energy upon law than upon love. Now, law is a legitimate concern. But if law is primary in the life of a church, and here's a good way to categorize churches if you want to do that when you move somewhere, go listen to the people, go listen to the pastor, go look at the program. Is the primary emphasis law or love? I promise you, you can build a big church faster on law than you can love. A lot of people love their hates more than they love their loves.